Hello and welcome to Minisode 12. There's been 12 of these.
What was that accent?
What?
12.
12. Yes. So today, if my memory is correct, we are talking about our scariest rides, or the scariest rides and attractions that we've done.
Indeed.
Outside of, say, scare mazes and all that kind of stuff. More actual rides rather than walkthroughs.
Yeah.
So I've had a long, hard think, and obviously one of the rides we've been talking about recently is Icarus, a Intamin drop tower at Groenland. It is spooky. It is very spooky. Let me just pull up the stats for it, because I don't actually know how tall it is. So yeah, Icarus. It's, your standard drop tower is pretty scary. It's quite high,
Yeah.
You don't like the drop, whatever. This is the next, what I like to call the next evolution of a drop tower. So you go up to the top and you climb 95 meters high. Don't know what that is in other units. And on a flying coaster, the way that you tilt forwards, so you're facing the ground, you do the same on Icarus. And at the top, you tilt forwards, you're facing the ground, the entire weight of your body is resting on these restraints. And it's horrible. I don't like drop towers. I definitely don't like Icarus.
The thing is, right, you're saying you don't like drop towers.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't like drop towers 10
Even
times more.
Yeah.
Literally, any drop tower, even if it's like a tiny one, that's not a thing. Why would you do that? Like,
See, to me, all of the fear is on the restraint bit.
yeah.
Like, I've gotten kind of used to drop towers in the sense that the dropping aspect, or even kind of the height aspect, doesn't get me anymore. It's purely the aspect of my body against the restraint, and that is the thing that holds me in,
But on a normal drop tower, you don't even have that.
Exactly, that's what I mean. I've gotten kind of used to the fact. This is what I was saying, that Groenland has other drop towers, and after we did Icarus, the other ones didn't even faze me.
Yeah.
It's just purely, even though I know that the restraint's not going to fail, and I'm perfectly safe. It's that rational thought, of just, if this goes, I'm dead.
That's not even what, like, obviously I'm scared of that. But on a normal drop tower, the thing that scares me is the waiting part of it.
Yeah.
As soon as it drops,
yeah, the
drop
good.
is actually quite fun.
Yeah.
But I don't like wait. Why do you have to wait there for like 10 minutes?
Because it's
so
the suspense
high.
that gets you.
It's literally the worst thing in the world. I don't understand.
It's definitely the suspense that gets you.
Yeah. And you're just like, please go, please go, please go, please go. And then it never goes.
Yeah. It's dodgy, man.
But then on things like Oblivion, I don't mind that as much.
When I was a kid,
I
used to
like
get
waiting
that.
it.
I used to get the Oblivion feeling.
Did you?
Yeah. It was always the anticipation going over.
Yeah.
It's always the anticipation. I think that's definitely what gets most people, is the anticipation. But for me, it's just that feeling of the one thing holding you in.
I think it's because when you're waiting, like say on Oblivion to drop, that's the only time on a ride where you'd actually like have time to like think and like have
think
thoughts
about things. Yeah.
Whereas on a ride, when you're going around, you can't think about anything because you're just whipping about.
Yeah. Yeah, no, so just drop towers in general are pretty scary. Any of them that tilt forwards, I don't like.
Yeah.
I'll do them, but I don't like them. What about you? What are some things that have been terrifying for you?
I don't know. This is hard because obviously like all of it used to be terrifying to me.
Yeah. Well, what are the things over the time that you've become more, into theme parks? What rides have really stuck out?
So I never used to go on stealth.
No.
So one of my things is I'm really scared of heights. Not in a way of like, if I was on a tall building, I wouldn't go up there. I would go up there, but it freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah.
But if I'm on like a big drop tower like at Liseberg, I do not like being that high up. I don't like being high up when I'm not on a ground, if that makes sense. Like, if I'm in a building, that's fine because I'm in a building.
Yeah.
But on a ride, you're just on a stick. Do you know what I mean? So like there's less stuff to be, you're in the, like you're hung in the air. So on stealth, you're literally just on the top of this like loop thing, and that's really high and I don't like it. And also, I just don't like that ride generally because it's really short and boring. Not boring, but like pointless in a way. So I used to never go on that. I was terrified. And then you made me go on it. And I think I've only been on it like 5 times.
Mm-hmm.
Or, about that. And now it's fine. Like I get a bit scared when it's about to go. But again, that's just the anticipation of like when it's going to go.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of it anymore. But I just would prefer to go on something else. So I guess
Sounds to me like you're a bit scared of it.
Well, no, it's not. I don't like that kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? That's not my thing. I'd rather go on Swarm.
Yeah.
I don't want to waste time going on that. But I will go on it. I never used to want to go on it because I was scared of it. So that's one where I've like overcome it. I don't know what I'm scared of now. Like,
no, I'm trying to think as well. Again with the heights thing. Usually, heights on roller coasters don't faze me. Like, as you said, well, kind of as you said, like on a drop tower, it's just a stick. Yeah. I've always felt more secure in a train than I have, say, on a drop tower.
I do as well, but with stealth, it's literally just one loop.
Yeah.
One tall, thin loop.
Yeah.
So do you see what I mean? If it was a big, like, what's those are they Giga ones?
Well, this is what I was going to talk about. There's a hypercoaster one that's like 200 feet, 62 meters high or whatever, or a bit more than that, probably 70, at Europa Park, Silver Star. And that was, or is, the tallest roller coaster that I've been on.
Yeah. You said you were scared on the top of that one.
The first time going up the lift hill, I looked down and I did not like it.
Yeah.
The second time, I was fine, but just that first time, I guess I didn't expect it to be so high. And you've only got, relatively small lap bar, and me being an idiot, I had space in between me and the lap bar. So that was quite something. I don't know, it just kind of, in the moment, I was like, oof, that's quite high.
But I get that on the big one.
Yeah, the big one is, I get that as well a little bit.
It's just too high. And it's too old to be high.
Yeah.
If it was a brand new ride with all the new health and safety, no worries, I'd be safe. But because
it's definitely the age. Yeah. The way it looks makes it worse.
Oh, it scares me.
Yeah.
I don't know though, because like nothing really scares me now. But if it does, it's like a good scared, like the kind of scared that you'd go on a ride for.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I think it's the same with me. That's why I do drop towers, is to get that feeling.
Yeah.
That feeling that a lot of other rides don't really give anymore.
It wears off.
Yeah, it really does wear off.
Because you get so used to it all.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. There's not many rides that I look at and go, I don't want to go on this.
Yeah.
I thought of one for you. The things that, like swingy chairs that are really high. The Starflyers.
No. That's not a thing though. That's not a real ride, is it really?
Well, it is.
It's
a ride.
Literally a swing, mate.
A swing that goes 400 feet high.
But how is that still why? It's 2019. Why are they still using literally like a park swing on a ride?
Because it's high and spooky.
Why is it still like a little metal bar? Give me something more than a bar and I'll go on it.
That's the thing. It doesn't need to be.
But it does in my brain.
You can't get out, and that's the point. You're not going to get out, are you?
How can they send that in the air? It doesn't make sense. Like, all this health and safety, how is that allowed?
As I said, it's just because you can't get out still. There's no way.
What if
it's
you,
just
like,
enough.
just jump?
What do you mean jump?
I bet if you, like, tried to get your leg out, you could jump out of there, no worries.
But why would you?
Don't know.
Exactly. In the normal operation of the ride, you're not going to get flung out of your seat. So you would only be able to get out of the restraint if you tried to. And that high up, you just wouldn't try.
The other thing, though, how is it connected to it?
What do you mean?
At the top of the, like, swing thing, where it's connected to the circle thing.
Yeah.
You with me?
Usually it's metal poles now. It's not chains that high. It's some sort of proper rigid pole.
Okay, but the pole's attached to a chain.
Not usually. Not anymore.
Oh, the whole thing's a pole?
Yeah. On the proper ones, or the ones in America that I've seen, they're like a pole that connects to both of the seats that are like,
Okay. Because what if the chain just broke?
Well, it won't. That's the thing.
I
That's why
don't
the
trust it,
checks, you
man.
know?
I don't trust it at all.
Anyway, let's listen to what other people have said. You asked the question to loads of people on Twitter, and we got quite a few answers, so let's rattle through them.
Well, let's do the poll first, actually. Get that out of the way.
The poll. I didn't even... What was the poll?
The poll was... I've lost it. Which type of ride do you think is the scariest?
What were the options?
Roller coasters, spinning flat rides, drop towers, dark rides.
I think drop towers would win.
It did, 63.
63.
Okay, this is interesting, right?
Yeah.
What's second?
Roller coasters, spinning rides, dark rides.
Yeah.
Spinning rides.
Yeah.
Second.
Yeah.
Okay.
15%.
Roller coaster. No. I'm going to go roller coasters, dark rides.
It was a draw.
A draw?
Both of them had 11%.
Wow, okay.
Isn't that
Only
mad?
Not many dark rides are actually that dark. It is in scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can see that. Most people are more scared of flat rides than roller coasters.
Yeah.
There's something about a roller coaster that just seems, I guess because it's so
more
big
sturdy.
It looks sturdy.
But also, I think it's the association between flat rides and carnival rides.
Yeah, definitely.
Which are proper dodgy. I would never go on one. Like, most of them are all flat. So when you see a flat in a park, you're like, oh no.
Yeah.
That will just fall apart.
I see what you mean.
But yeah.
That's not the case. If you go to any, fun fair in the UK or Europe especially, there's so many regulations that they're just as good as theme parks, realistically. Well, you don't see any problems.
On the news, every time there's like a ride where 10 people have died because this flat ride swung off and the arm went all across the way.
It's either in the middle of nowhere, right, or it's in America.
True.
You don't hear about them in Europe.
Okay, but just...
because America's unregulated in that regard.
Let's all be careful, though.
Anyway.
You don't know what they're doing.
What did they say, spooky-wise?
Spooky-wise... let's start with number one fan, Joel.
Yeah.
Probably Sky Rush at Hershey Park. The lift hill's really fast and the forces are stupidly strong, all whilst you're sitting in a ridiculously exposed seat with a tiny lap bar holding you in place.
Yeah, I can get behind that. I think if and when I eventually ride that, I think I might get a bit of like, oof, this is gonna,
I would like more of a lap bar if we're gonna be doing silly things.
What do you mean, silly things?
Like, if we're doing fast forces...
Yeah.
I'd like to be strapped in properly.
Oh, you are?
But I'd like an arm restraint.
No.
What do you mean, no?
It's 2019, we don't have those.
Yeah, but it's so much scarier with just a lap bar.
Haha, it's because it's better.
Which I like on rides like Helix, because I like the ride.
Yeah, but it's so much scarier, and that makes it cool.
Yeah, it makes it more comfortable. Makes it cool
and
on
it's more
Helix.
Interesting.
Makes it cool on Helix, which is a nice ride.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jamie says, Comet Express at Lotte World, Korea. Is that how you say it? Lotte World?
Yeah.
An underground indoor dark spinning coaster featuring ominous music and lights with creepy scenery coming in close contact to the train.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
I'm sure many children have been traumatized because of it.
Yeah, some things are just plain creepy rather than scary.
This photo is unreal.
It doesn't look good.
Go on Twitter and look at our tweets to see this photo. It's weird.
It is.
Like, who comes up with these weird themes?
I don't know.
Owen says Hurricane Condor. Is that how you say it? At Portaventura.
Hurricane Condor. Yeah. That's a drop tower, an intimate drop tower.
Oh no! Don't
very
go
high,
on that,
very
mate.
spooky.
Yeah,
understandable. I anyone who says drop tower, I totally get.
Oh, he says it has stand-up towers.
Yes, I think it might. I don't know if it has tilting.
Oh.
But yeah, no. Before Icarus, the most scariest ride I'd done was Apocalypse, another interim drop tower, stand-up floorless, which tilts you forwards as well.
Yeah,
and that's awful. But Icarus just one up that.
Couple of people have said Carnan.
Yeah, I don't think Carnan for me was scary. The scariest bit about it was going up the vertical lift hill.
That's what they say is the scariest part, though.
Well, going up the vertical lift hill with a large amount of space between me and the restraint.
Yeah.
The vertical lift hill element and the special feature, as it were, I didn't find too scary. Again, it's anticipation, right? Mm-hmm. Anticipation gets everyone.
That's the worst.
But I don't know. I don't think it's a particularly scary ride. It's purely the anticipation.
Taylor Bybee
Oh.
has replied with a nice little video for everyone to watch.
Oh, yeah, I remember
saying
this.
This thing, which is this like the bungee type thing?
Kind of. It's like you're in a little two-person seat that's attached to a cable, and they drop you, and you swing down into a canyon, essentially. It looks scary as hell.
Except it looks like they're not even attached to anything.
Yeah, I know. It's just the way it looks.
You've got to see the video. Also, Taylor looks like he's about to genuinely die.
Yeah, he does. It's funny. It's on his channel somewhere.
His face when it first starts. Oh, man.
Yeah, it does look terrifying.
I would never go on that.
I would definitely go on that.
No. Never, ever, ever, ever. That is a death wish. Oh, I don't want to watch it anymore.
You're not really restrained in very much either, so... But as I said, why would you try and get out? That's the thing. So, solid opinion there, Taylor. Yeah. I agree.
Dr. Deflector says the first drop of the big one. I would have to agree there.
It's jank as hell, and therefore spooky.
It's not good.
Again, it's anticipation. It's like going up to the top and going, I'm going to get whipped down this janky drop in a second.
Yeah.
You know, that's all you think about.
There's a lot of opinions about drop towers saying different ones are the worst ones ever.
Well, yeah, as I said, drop towers, most definitely. I can understand anyone hating a drop tower.
A couple of people have said Tower of Terror as well, which I understand is a drop tower. But to me, it doesn't feel like a drop tower.
No, I wouldn't say Tower of Terror is particularly scary. I think one of the worst things about drop tower is the height and looking down.
Yeah.
Whereas you don't get that
and
on
you
Tower
feel like
Terror.
you're in a building. Well, you are in a building for that one.
I don't know. Tower of Terror is just fun.
Well, I guess if you've never been on a drop tower before, then that must be absolutely terrifying.
Maybe. Or maybe it's the forces as well, because you do get flung up, and you don't always get that right.
And the theme's scary as well, which adds to it.
Scary.
Yeah, but there might be a jump scare. If you've never been on it...
It's not a jump scare, is
No,
it?
if you've never been on it, you don't know. It's definitely a kind of jump scare ride.
Yeah.
Especially on like the screen bits.
Well, I think you're a bit of a baby if you think Tower of Terror is scary.
No, I don't. I'm with you all the way. Tom is not a fish says anything at Southport. Oh God.
Southport
anything
Pleasureland.
At Southport Pleasureland. I have never been closer to death.
So you're talking about like funfair jank.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he means.
Don't do that.
Some rides just look dodgy.
Yeah.
And that makes them worse.
That's it for this episode. Minisode, I should say.
Thank you for your answers to the questions, you know. Make sure to keep feeding your answers in. If you want your name on this podcast, this Minisode episode, whatever, make sure you're following at CBR Podcast on Twitter and replying to those questions.
Yeah, I feel like this was a topic that everybody could really get behind. So
yeah, most definitely.
It's been good times for this one.
It has.
Yeah, so follow us on Twitter, make sure you're listening, rate us on iTunes, all of the stuff that you already know. And yeah.
See you next time.